guys. Not here to play a song, anything new. If I did play anything, it would have to be the same old, same old. But I wanted to do a live, well, not a live. I wanted to do a comparison from my little baritone Alvarez here, who's a newer baritone. He's maybe 2-3 years old. And I have been fixing up this 1950s mahogany, 100% made of genuine mahogany. So it's all mahogany with a rosewood fretboard. 1950s harmony. The Holy Grail of harmonies, I am given to understand. From what I can gather, because it looks very much like the early 60s, late 50s model. And the way you're supposed to be able to tell is if the nut and saddle are bone. And unfortunately, someone glued this part in. I do like that. It kind of sounds like plastic. It kind of sounds like bone. I can't get it out to hold it to the light to test it. But this, which is also pretty securely affixed, this little baby right here, is slightly yellow. I did sand it a little bit to see, because it was covered in gunk from whoever had it before me, had coated the ukulele and everything and tried to fix things. And I don't know. I think it might be bone. I scented it with like 1,000 grit, so it's really soft and shiny and smooth at the moment. But that's how you tell. The bone, the ones with bone are an earlier model than the ones with plastic, because in the late 50s up, they started putting plastic on them instead of bone. So we're gonna take a guess that this is like maybe mid 50s, mid to, so 55 to 60, somewhere around there. It's a safe bet, and it came with its original hardware. Very lucky, you would think. And what was wrong with it was that one of the braces inside was cracked, and it had a split down here, and I can also see here where the stress had gotten to it. And basically this came from that lot of several ukuleles I had bought months ago, and where I've been painting the ones that can't be identified are new. This one, because when I identified it, and then I learned that this, especially if it's an early 50s, because like the first introduced baritone in current record is like 1948. So, especially if it's one of the earlier ones. It's apparently the Holy Grail of harmony ukuleles, and harmony does not necessarily mean poor quality. Harmony went under because they refused to automate, and they couldn't keep up. So, it's hard to say. So, I have cleated the crack. I got cleated it, and then I pushed the brace back together with the best glue I could on the market, Type Bond, which is what a lot of guitar shops use. And when I pushed it, because I put a almost like a shim in there to hold it overnight, it it popped the seam. So I'm literally sitting there in the room holding the ukulele together while my husband scrambles to get my little brother out of bed, who wants to repair violins, to borrow clamps. And so it got clamped, and there's one part on here that I'm still dubious about, so I will be re-gluing it and reclamping it probably tonight, maybe. I may have to take a trip. And then when I started putting on the hardware, which I did shine, the screws are a little stripped, and so these are tension pegs. I officially hate tension pegs. oh, you want us to stay tight? Sit there and watch them unroll because it refuses to tighten because the old screws are partially stripped or whatever, and I couldn't find any screws that fit. Nah! But anyway, so let me test it again because the strings are still stretching on top of it, not wanting to hold. So you get to hear its notes after all these years. God knows when this baby was played, how long it languished. Listen to that. I don't know if you can hear how it resonates. This E is the worst. It does not want to hold. I can like watch it slowly go back. Oh, I'm already frustrated at the E. If I can find some screws that fits the hardware, it may or may not help. I'm really reluctant to replace the hardware because it's the instrument's original hardware. So I'll have to do some research about the matter. But Alvarez here is ready. So I'm going to start with Alvarez. And I'm going to sing a refrain of a song that you guys have already heard so that you guys can compare. And we'll go from there. Or we won't. Okay, Alvarez. You ready, my darling? Okay. Ukulele. That's Alvarez. He doesn't have a bad sound. He's not exactly a high-end, ukulele. I don't know what company he is. He is Alvarez. I'm guessing that's the company that made him. He's not a bad ukulele. And now we're going to hear the ukulele, which, because it is the Holy Grail of ukuleles, so to speak. I mean, I'm sure that's an exaggeration. This ukulele's name is now Holly Grail. You ready, Holly? Ready to give us a song after all these years? Here we go. I can even hear the distance already. Listen to that. gonna do like, oops, that was bad. Woo! Beautiful sounding to me. And you know, I can see where she's been picked a lot. Here and here. She's got, I mean, that looks like it's where it's been somewhere somebody would play high. I play low. And also I may consider pick guards here and here to help protect her further, because I'm definitely keeping this one out of the lot. I mean, other ones I have sold. But I'm thinking what gives her the deeper resonance is the fact that she's that thick. She's that thick. I'll show you. On top of the mahogany, which is a thicker wood, and the fact that she's aged and seasoned. I mean, just, I wish my lighting were better. But this house sucks. There's no fixing it either before y'all can say anything, so. There we go. Can you see Alvarez is thinner? And she's just deeper. And another thing that gives her the better resonance, I think, is she's actually built to where her resonating chamber has like this fattening area. She is a fat-bottomed girl. I feel very blessed to have gotten her. Even though it was up to me to bring her up out of the ashes, I'm very happy that the very inexperienced work I did on her, although after a lot of research, like I waited before working on her because I wanted to make sure I had it right, paid off. Her brace is holding pretty good. Of course, I don't intend to abuse her or anything. And I have a Holly Grail that I am going to enjoy playing a lot. Oh, and you can feel the sound coming out of here. You can feel it just, wow. This is with cheap strings. So, you know, I've got to find out what to do about the pegs. If I had the money, I would hire somebody about the pegs. And I've got to fix that weak area because I don't like it. Another thing about her that you can't see in this god-awful lighting is she has tortoise shell binding. And she's darkened, but there was a lot of like residue on here and here. So unlike other photos of ones her age that I've seen that are lighter, I suspect someone tried to color her. And that's fine. I don't care. It is a shame that you can't really see the tortoise shell edging though as a result. It is what it is. So that is my 1950s harmony baritone. And so Holly Grail. So next you see her, let's hope it's with a new song. I'm gonna shut up now.